They thought you were weak. They laughed at your silence, mistook your stillness for surrender. They mocked your prayers, not knowing those prayers were sharpening swords in the spirit. They whispered curses behind closed doors, thinking you'd never notice. But heaven heard every word. What they didn't see coming was this. Every spell they launched has collapsed. Every intention rooted in darkness has turned on itself. Every plan made in secret has been publicly exposed, and now they can't sleep. They can't think straight. They're spiraling, and they don't even understand why. Because it was never just you they were fighting. It was the divine power protecting you. They didn't realize that coming against a chosen one is a spiritual death wish. You didn't have to clap back. You didn't have to retaliate. You just had to stand still and watch the storm they created drown only them. Now the very weapons they formed are shattering in their hands. Their peace is gone. Their illusions are breaking, and their own darkness is devouring them from within. This is not karma. This is divine justice. This is spiritual reversal. You were never the victim. You were the test, and they failed. Chosen one, if you've been seeing signs, feeling shifts, sensing tension without reason, this is your confirmation. You're not crazy. You're not imagining things. You're divinely protected, and now you're being publicly vindicated. If this word is for you, like this video to seal it in your spirit. Subscribe if you haven't yet. This isn't just a channel, it's a prophetic movement. And comment 99 below as a spiritual act of alignment, because 9 is the number of finality. And God just ended every attack sent against you. Now stay with me, because what happens next will shake you to your core. You never provoked them. Not once. You didn't spark the fire, nor did you fan the flames. Your intentions were pure, your heart steady. Yet suddenly, you found yourself at the center of a war you never asked for. A battle that isn't fought with swords or guns, but with invisible forces. Forces rooted in envy, fear, and the desperation of those who can't stand to see light flourish where darkness once ruled. They didn't come with open threats or obvious hostility. No, their weapons were subtle, hidden in shadows. Whispered lies that sought to undermine your name. Silent curses cast in secret corners. Toxic energy sent like poisonous darts aimed to weaken your spirit. It was a war fought in silence. But make no mistake, it was real, brutal, and relentless. Why? Because your light, your very existence, irritated their demons. That peace you carry, that calm in your soul, disrupted the chaos they thrived on. Your faith, your growth, your joy. These things threatened the shaky foundation of their darkness. And the more you rose, the more their desperation grew. But here's what they never understood. Their attacks were not breaking you. No, every strike, every curse, every attempt to dismantle your destiny was hitting a shield stronger than they could imagine. You are a chosen one, and with that comes a power that operates beyond their comprehension. A power of divine reversal. This reversal isn't a mere coincidence or luck. It's a spiritual law in motion. For every arrow they shoot in the dark, it turns back and strikes their own heart. Every plot they weave tightens like a noose around their neck. Every attempt to sow confusion in your mind only shatters their own clarity. The war you face isn't just against people or circumstances. It's a cosmic battle, one where unseen forces align to protect you, to flip the script, and to turn their malice into their own undoing. Now picture this. While they're busy trying to poison your peace, their own minds unravel in chaos. While they cast shadows to blind you, they stumble into their own darkness, lost and terrified. Their calm breaks, their plans collapse, their unity fractures. But the most chilling part, they don't even realize it's happening. Their eyes are open, but their understanding is blind. They're prisoners of a war they started, unaware that the battlefield has already shifted beneath their feet. So they escalate. They try harder, push further, attack deeper. Yet, every move they make only accelerates their downfall, because the divine reversal is relentless. It's a force of nature that doesn't tire, doesn't falter, and never loses focus. And you, quiet, steady, unwavering, you watch it unfold. You don't need to fight fire with fire, because you walk covered in a fire that consumes every attack before it reaches you. This is why you feel that strange calm amid the storm. This is why your faith refuses to be shaken. But here's the truth that will shake you. This war isn't random. It's not a punishment or an accident. It's a sacred test, a refining fire designed to awaken the power within you, a power so potent that it sends your enemies spiraling into madness. And as this test intensifies, something else begins to emerge, something they fear most. Your destiny is about to be revealed in ways they cannot imagine. They wanted to break you, but all they did was trigger a transformation that will redefine the course of your life. They set the stage for your victory. So hold on to this reality. In the shadows of their darkest attacks, your brightest triumph is being forged. The war you never asked for is the very battlefield where your true power is awakened, unshakable, unstoppable, and divinely ordained. And soon, they will see. Not only will their spells backfire, but their entire world will crumble beneath the weight of what they unleashed. But before we dive deeper, ask yourself, are you ready to embrace the full force of this awakening? Because what's coming next will demand everything you have, and then some. They unleashed every weapon they could find, spells whispered in the dead of night, rituals performed in hidden places, gossip spread like wildfire through shadows, manipulation twisting reality into a dark web of lies. They pulled every thread they thought would unravel you, every secret, every weakness they believed you had. They believed that with enough pressure, enough poison, they could crush your spirit and extinguish your light. But here's the thing. Your protection wasn't made by human hands. It's not a shield forged from steel or stone, nor is it built on fleeting strategies or clever defenses. No. Your protection is divine. It's a firewall constructed by God Himself, surrounding your soul like an impenetrable fortress. Imagine a shield so powerful, every arrow of darkness aimed at you turns back, striking the hand that released it. Every attempt to drain your energy, to sap your joy, to break your faith. Instead, it boomerangs, leaving your attackers weaker, shattered, and confused. This spiritual firewall operates in ways the enemy can never predict or understand. They think they are pushing you into the shadows, but it's their own darkness that swallows them whole. They try to poison your mind with doubt, yet their own thoughts become a labyrinth of fear and paranoia. The exhaustion you see in them now, it's not from physical battles. It's from spiritual warfare lost. They are running on empty, drained of the very power they tried to harness against you. They pace in sleepless nights, tormented by the questions their souls can't answer. Why isn't it working? Why is this person still standing? But you, your spirit, remains strong because you are anchored in a protection that transcends human logic. It is a divine firewall, unbreakable, untouchable. Every dark word they speak bounces back like a hammer against a mountain. Every attempt to curse or manipulate you hits a mirror and shatters their own reflection. This is why they don't understand. Their efforts feel futile because the power guarding you is beyond their realm. It's a sacred force, silent but fierce, gentle but unstoppable. It shields your heart, your mind, your purpose. And that protection is not passive, it's active. It moves with you, around you, inside you. It's a living force that detects every attack before it lands, intercepting it, neutralizing it, turning it into fuel for your rise. Because this firewall doesn't just protect, it transforms. It takes what was meant for harm and converts it into blessing. It reshapes every dark intention into a stepping stone toward your destiny. And now, as they grow weaker, you grow stronger. As they drown in confusion, you swim in clarity. As they lose their grip on reality, you gain an unshakable peace that can't be bought or borrowed. But here's the twist that no one sees coming. This divine firewall doesn't just block attacks, it teaches. It reveals the hidden patterns of their strategies, exposing their secrets like a spotlight in a dark room. It breaks down their facades, one by one, so the world can see their true faces. This is why their alliances begin to crumble. This is why their closest allies turn cold. This is why their own plans unravel without explanation. Because your spiritual protection is also a beacon, a light that burns so brightly, it forces darkness to retreat. And in that light, truth is unavoidable. So now they're left desperate, scrambling to find answers, grasping at shadows and sinking deeper into their own chaos. But you're standing taller than ever, wrapped in a protection no spell can pierce, no manipulation can corrupt, no gossip can tarnish. They ask again, why isn't it working? And the answer echoes in the heavens. Because you are covered by a power they cannot touch. Because your protection is eternal. Because your soul is guarded by God Himself. Now listen carefully, because the moment when this firewall shifts from defense to offense is closer than you think. And when that moment comes, everything they tried to hide in darkness will be exposed in the brightest light imaginable. They won't just lose their minds, they will lose their very foundation. But you will rise, stronger, untouchable, divinely victorious. And that rise? It's about to begin. Are you ready to witness what happens when spiritual protection becomes unstoppable? They are waking up to a horrifying truth. A truth that shakes the very foundations of their dark ambitions and sends chills down their spine. They're realizing something terrifying. That no harm can touch you unless God allows it. That every curse, every scheme, every malicious word cast your way is powerless unless granted permission from the highest authority. This realization is crushing because it strips away the illusion of control they so desperately cling to. They thought they were masterminds, pulling strings from the shadows, manipulating destinies, shaping outcomes. But the divine order is far greater, far wiser. It is an unbreakable decree. Your life is protected by a purpose so sacred that no evil can penetrate its shield without a divine nod. No curse can stick to someone wrapped in destiny. No spell can alter the path ordained for a chosen one. The more they try to bend reality, the more they become puppets to a truth they cannot fight. This truth gnaws at their minds, dismantling their confidence, turning their boldness into paranoia. And here's where the revelation becomes a weapon against them. The more they plot in darkness, the more they expose themselves. Their schemes unravel thread by thread, like a tangled web falling apart under the weight of its own deceit. They mask their intentions with lies and facades, but the cracks begin to show. Small leaks at first, a careless word here, a suspicious glance there. But these cracks widen until their true nature spills out uncontrollably. Their allies start to sense the rot beneath the surface. Trust erodes. Suspicion spreads like wildfire. Friendships and partnerships once thought solid turn fragile, then break completely. It's a slow-burning destruction from the inside out, fueled by fear and mistrust, born from their own exposed sins. This internal collapse is as devastating as any external attack. It's a self-inflicted wound that weakens their forces, leaving them vulnerable and isolated. And the more isolated they become, the deeper their madness grows. Because madness thrives on isolation. It feeds on confusion and despair. As their plans crumble and their alliances dissolve, they spiral into chaos, unable to find footing, unable to regroup, unable to reclaim what they lost. And you watch from the other side, not as a bystander, but as the one who stands above it all. The one who carries a purpose so clear, so powerful, that nothing can shake it. This revelation is not just a breaking point for them, it's a breaking dawn for you. It's the moment when the shadows retreat and the light of truth floods the battlefield. But the story doesn't end here. Because while their world burns in confusion and betrayal, your journey is reaching a pivotal crossroads. There's a hidden power rising within you now, a force awakened by their unraveling, fueled by divine insight. And as they lose their minds to the madness of their own making, you are being prepared for something greater. A move so bold, so decisive, it will rewrite the rules of this war entirely. Can you feel it? That stirring in your soul? That whisper of destiny calling you forward? Hold on to that feeling, because what's coming next will test everything you thought you knew, and it will demand a faith stronger than ever before. But before we step into that moment, ask yourself, are you ready to see the enemy's true face? Because what you're about to discover will shake you, but it will also set you free. Stay with me. The revelation is only beginning. Chosen one, listen closely. In this storm of chaos, your greatest weapon is silence. Not silence born of fear or weakness, but silence rooted in divine strength and unshakable faith. Do not waste your energy fighting back. Do not exhaust your spirit trying to explain, justify, or expose those who seek to tear you down. That burden is not yours to carry. Let God handle the exposure. They crave your reaction. They thrive when you engage, when you enter their battlefield of noise and distraction. But you were never meant to match their energy, to battle on their terms, or to get lost in the noise of their chaos. Your power lies beyond their reach, in the quiet depths of your soul where peace reigns and purpose is clear. Your silence speaks louder than their shouts. It resonates with a strength they cannot comprehend. Each time you choose calm over conflict, faith over fear, you build a fortress around yourself stronger than any sword or shield. Your elevation, the way you rise above the petty attacks and dark whispers, is the loudest response they will ever hear. While they scatter their energy on schemes and deceptions, you are focused on what truly matters: your spiritual growth, your mission, your light. Keep praying with fervor, because every prayer is a pillar supporting your soul. Keep building your dreams and your purpose brick by brick, knowing that every step forward is a victory over their attempts to derail you. Keep shining, not because they can see you, but because the light within you must never be dimmed. Their madness is not a sign of your vulnerability, but proof of your untouchable spirit. When they lose their minds, it means you are winning on a level beyond the physical or the visible. They are unraveling because your soul is anchored in something eternal, something they can neither reach nor destroy. This is not a time for reaction. It's a time for unwavering stillness and focused action. The world around you may roar with confusion, but your heart must remain a sanctuary of peace. In your silence, the seeds of transformation are planted. In your focus, the foundation of your destiny is laid. Remember, fighting fire with fire only consumes you. But choosing silence, grounded in faith, allows you to conserve your energy, sharpen your vision, and prepare for the moment when you will move with unstoppable power. This is your season to rise quietly but powerfully, to let your life become the greatest testimony to those who doubted you. Their chaos will rage, but you will remain steady, calm, and unbreakable. So hold your peace, guard your mind, protect your heart. Because the greatest battles are won not with noise, but with quiet confidence and steadfast faith. And soon, the silence will break, not with confusion, but with a thunderous victory that leaves no doubt about who the real chosen one is. Are you ready to keep walking this path, silent but fierce? Because the final steps you take now will lead to a revelation so profound it will change everything. Stay strong, Stay focused. The breakthrough is near. Now that every spell has failed, now that the enemy's dark fabrications have unraveled into nothingness, you stand at the threshold of a divine season unlike anything you've ever experienced before. This is not just recovery. This is restoration on a cosmic scale. It's a rebirth of your spirit, a multiplying of peace, a flood of opportunities cascading into your life with unstoppable force. Imagine the calm after the fiercest storm. A calm so deep and vast it feels like the entire universe is breathing with you, aligning to your purpose. This season isn't merely about healing wounds. It's about reclaiming what was stolen, restoring what was broken, and elevating what was hidden. What they tried to block, what they fought tooth and nail to deny you, is now being handed to you on a golden platter. Not in secret corners or whispered shadows, but boldly, publicly, in front of the very faces that once spat curses your way. Yes, they watch in disbelief as doors open that they swore would remain shut forever. They witness your rise, the manifestation of blessings they couldn't fathom. Their schemes, once woven so tightly, now unravel in the light of your unstoppable destiny. This is the moment where your patience, your silent strength, and your unwavering faith converge into a powerful force that reshapes your reality. What once seemed impossible now feels inevitable. Every step you take forward is a declaration. You are chosen. You are protected. You are victorious. Opportunities that were once out of reach now line up before you like a grand procession, each one crafted by divine hands to propel you higher. Doors open not by chance, but by purpose. Connections spark with the energy of destiny. Your path is illuminated, clearer than ever before. And with this restoration comes a profound peace. Not the fleeting kind the world offers, but a deep, unshakable calm that settles in your soul. This peace is your shield against any lingering doubts, fears, or attacks. It whispers, you are secure, you are loved, you are exactly where you need to be. But here's the secret hidden beneath this season of abundance. It's also a test of your humility, your gratitude, and your readiness to carry the mantle of your calling with integrity and grace. Because as the enemy falls into chaos, their eyes will fixate on your every move, desperate to find a crack, a misstep, a weakness. Yet you will stand firm, not by your own strength, but by the unyielding power that has sustained you through every trial. And as they scramble to comprehend your rise, you will realize this truth. The very trials that tried to break you were refining you. The very curses meant to stop you became the catalysts of your breakthrough. You're not just surviving. You are thriving in a destiny that's been written long before they ever spoke your name. So prepare yourself, chosen one. Prepare for the unveiling of your greatest victories yet. Because what's coming next will not just change your life, it will rewrite your legacy. And the world will watch, amazed, as you step fully into the glory that has always belonged to you. Are you ready? Because the restoration is here, the peace is multiplying, the opportunities are unfolding, and your rise, or your unstoppable rise, is just beginning. They messed with the wrong one. They underestimated your calling. They dared to touch a chosen child of the Most High without knowing the storm they were about to unleash. Now every trap they laid has become their prison. Every spell they cast turns back as a mirror, reflecting their own darkness. The battlefield has shifted, and the war they waged in secret is crumbling in the light of your unbreakable destiny. Chosen one, hear this truth like thunder echoing through the depths of your soul. You win without revenge. Your victory is not fueled by hatred or bitterness. It rises from a place so pure, so powerful, that even the fiercest attack cannot diminish it. You rise without compromise. You stand firm, unwavering, a beacon of strength and grace in a world desperate for hope. Your ascent is not a climb fraught with doubt. It is a declaration